When we think of spy techniques, we probably think of James Bond, his super cool gadgets and fast cars. But what did spies have in the 1700s? Electricity hadn't even been invented yet. This means there weren't computers, cell phones, or email. So what would a spy use? The Culper spy ring used many techniques in the Revolutionary War. To write letters back and forth to one another and understand what they were saying, Benjamin Talmadge gave each member of the ring a code book. This code book contained 763 numbers that each represented certain words, places, and even names. For example, the number 711 meant General Washington. If you look at the letters, there are numbers within them that can only be deciphered by using the code book. Another technique used was something called a dead drop. It is used to pass information between members of the ring more easily. For example, a dead drop could be a hollowed out tree, a hole in the ground, under a rock, or even in a hidden box. The members of the ring used them to pass and conceal information. The most interesting technique used was invisible ink. The Culper ring referred to it as the sympathetic stain. This was done by using two special liquids. One was called the agent, which you would apply to make the ink disappear, and the other liquid was called the reagent, which you would apply to make the ink reappear. Benjamin Talmadge supplied the members of the ring with this invisible ink. Some of the hidden messages were written between the lines. No one really knows what chemicals the sympathetic stain consisted of. However, there are many other modern ways to make it. Let's pretend that this white crayon is a quill. By applying a reagent to it, which is the watercolor, the message is revealed. Washington said he was amazed that the invisible ink the ring used could not be exposed by heat or any other method other than the reagent. Abraham Woodhull remarked in one of his letters that the ink is a vial for a purpose that gives me great satisfaction. These techniques made spying a lot easier for members of the Culper ring. They were sneaky and inventive, which allowed the members to stay safe.